girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. They took it to 10. Hey.
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no else. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another.
Something we've only seen less than a handful of times since this franchise was born back in the 90s, and that's Jacksonville hosting in the playoffs as we welcome you to TIAA Bank Field. Today we continue on in Wild Card Weekend with a great AFC matchup between the Oakland Raiders and the Jacksonville Jaguars. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Got it! 44, Mike, 44.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Switch. Check 24, check 24.
And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Now this time he'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What, does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's on the big guard, Gabe Jackson. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Running is Jacobs. It's a gain of 3, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
before this second down play. We'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is third down. On third down, here comes Jacobs. And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a fourth down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
Not the touchdown they wanted, but hey, you're on the road in the playoffs. They did get 3 on the board.
Yeah, it's a good opening drive, so you feel good about it yourself. You get to the sidelines. The defense feels good about you helping them right out of the gate. The team, yeah, they feel pretty good about coming in the playoffs and getting points on the board right away.
And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
Set. 90 Wolf. Look, squeeze. Let's go, D, let's go. Fire.
A first carry for Leonard Fournette. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Bravo. 58, come on. Ready.
Throwing on 2nd down now, Minshew. Going deep for Eifert. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Right over there, yeah. Mike, 58, right there. I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school.
Minshew throwing on 3rd down. He's got his 6'5" receiver. That's Tim Patrick. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Ready. 8, read. Let him know. Let him know.
Minshew, 1st and 10. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
44 to Mike. Check. No gap. Go. Defense, no gap.
Now Leonard Fournette. Xavier Howard up to make the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Big stop, let's go.
Fournette running right. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
I got you, Pop. Shit. Hey, Foxtrot. 44 to Mike. 42.
Out of the gun is Minshew. And down he goes. Brought down sack. Carl Nassib drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. Three 0 after 1 on EA Sports. Covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Here's A.J. Cole now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Taking a couple yards shy of midfield. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. Now the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field.
On the double. 56 is the mic. You can't block me. Fair. Switch gears. Let's go.
Fournette, a first down carry. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Damon Harrison, the one on the stop.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Here we go. 70, Indy. Stay with your man. Sponge. No. Hey, lock it. Check three. Deep dribble. Run.
Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
Not your conventional play call, but that's okay. You probe the defense a little bit with some of everything in your playbook. That way they have to account for everything as the game moves on.
Now Minshew, caught here by Conley. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
It's now 4th down and 1.
The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here.
Hey, team 6. 56.
Mike, 56, right there, 56. I got it.
5.
On 4th down, Minshew. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Chris Conley there to make the grab. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Wow, talk about a big fourth-down conversion for the score. Defensively, how do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense, and you give them credit for going for it and having that type of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Space to maneuver at the 40. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. He was able to escape the pocket and get out of bounds. You like the decision-making?
I love the decision-making, and I love the execution because you just know that his eyes were darting all over the place. You know, they talk about keeping your head on a swivel, looking for the danger spots, where the hits are going to come from. How about him getting all he could out of that run and then getting out of bounds?
And he told us, look, I'm a rookie. I'm waiting for the game to slow down, but it seems like he's processing things pretty well.
He certainly is. He's slowing the game down himself with his actions.
Kill.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally marked down at the 23. That one covers 29 yards, first down.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
First down, Raiders.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Jacobs now. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
But he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Check. He's cracked. He's checking crack. Watch it. Hey, watch it. Q. Rotate. Smith. Hey, turn it up. You got tape right there. 36. 49.
Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back.
Watch out. Switch. Go. Motion.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a 3rd down. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
I know ultimately that feels like a good defensive play, but I know it's really not. They had a chance to keep points off the board. Now they have a chance to kick a field goal by missing that shot.
Yeah, especially at this spot in the field. He's got to be upset he couldn't come up with that INT. The kick by Carlson is good, and they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And it's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
44, Mike, 44. Yeah, let's get sack lunch. Deuce. Watch the eye.
Ready. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Is that yours? Who's that?
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Minshew finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a 1st down as well.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On the ready.
Boys, 56. Check 56. And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength. Rush in.
Greystone travel.
56 to Mike.
On the run, it's Fournette. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, Minshew eluding the pressure right. And he's going to go out of bounds. Gigantic loss. Kept retreating, steps out. That goes down as a sack and a big loss of yardage.
Ready, 50, plant.
Watching you grind. Coming, baby.
Protein spill. Hey, Charlie. Get it.
So 3rd and long, here's Minshew. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. He'll field this at the 5. So a change of possession here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Carr. Looking left sideline, it's complete. 30, 20, and all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A big play there in the final seconds of the first half. And once again, the Raiders are back out in front. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
58 to Mike. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go. 58, boys. 58. Go. Come on. I got one. 58, right over there. Yeah. Go.
On 2nd and 11 now. Minshew, he'll rifle this one deep. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Tim Patrick, 70 yards. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things work well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Check 1-3. Tighten up.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
Well, not a big gain with that play, but what they're doing is they're spreading the defense out, probing a little bit, and what they're hoping probably is that later in the game, they can create a matchup that they can exploit for big yardage later.
He may try and run for this. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Well, with them trailing here in the second half, maybe his legs can try to give this offense a spark.
And that's the benefit of having a young quarterback, right? Having a rookie, a guy who will say, hold on a second, I have a little bit of fearlessness to my game. It isn't working as well the other way. Let's see what I can do to help my team this way. And, boy, he did it there.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Second down. It's Jacobs. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Here we go. He's checking. Crash. Check. Watch twist. Check. Check hot route. Hot. 25. Check 25.
On first down, Richard. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. Josh Jones in on the stop.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Here we go. Show it up. Goodness. Mike, 44.
They run it with Jacobs. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 7 yards there and a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A Raider first down, 17 yards. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
No.
They'll run on first down. It's Jacobs. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. 15 yards. And the Raiders have retaken the lead.
Defensively by now, you know his ability. You know he has it in him to take off and run.
Yeah, because they knew coming into this game, but we've already seen examples in this contest that he can run the football.
I think they're going to examine different ways to rush him now. Are they going to do it with different lanes? Are they going to use a spy? But they have to come up with options because right now, he's hurting them.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Let's
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
On second down, here's Fournette. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Big run. Go.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Again, it's Fournette. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Hey.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Off play action, it's Minshew. He's got the hook up with Conley. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
Down. 15.
1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Ready?
Now Minshew on 1st and 10. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's second down. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Hey, Zoo. Yes. Squeeze, double, go.
Minshew sets to throw. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 34-yard line. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down is Minshew. And the catch good. It's Eifert. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
Go.
From the gun, Minshew to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He'll get this one to Patrick. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Looking to throw it, Minshew. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. And this Fournette territory here, and he's alone in the backfield on 2nd and goal. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. DJ Chark, the intended target, but now it's 3rd and goal. You got to think this is likely 4-down territory anyway, but they'll try to punch it in now on 3rd and goal. Here's Minshew, and he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Lambeau to add on the extra point. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
And they'll try the jet sweep here. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Let's go now. 6 yards. Hey, that's scared. That's scared. Check 26. Check 26.
Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
Well, that last run for a first down, it really should be the last straw for the defense. I don't care how many they've had in the box. They need to add more people.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. Here's Jacobs. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs, 29 yards. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. They do tack on the extra point as well. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with it? And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw. Because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. And now look at him go. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Josh Jacobs, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This will be taken in at the 1. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
A well-executed 22-yard gain. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive, interception. This drive, the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it solid because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie...
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And the return won't go anywhere. They'll be back deep in their own territory at the 2-yard line. So a little under 50 seconds to go. Plenty of time if they can get this onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
At the 19-yard line.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel.